Now, Hume has a pretty strong objection to the argument from religious experience, that is, the ones based on miracles. That is, it looks like we really never have any reason, according to Hume, to think that a miracle has actually occurred, that we ought to think something else happened. In fact, that's exactly why we have reason to think that the laws of nature happen. Now, there is a response that's given on behalf of the defenders of rational religious belief based on the experience of miracles. And that is, they make a distinction between marvels and miracles. A marvel being, something, a rarity, something that does not happen too often, but it's a coincidence. It's certain two events happen to occur at the same time, and as a result, something amazing sort of happens. For example, a guy's boat goes down in the middle of the ocean, and just coincidentally, a mile away is somebody else in another boat. Now, without that coincidence, the person might very well have died. But because that coincidence happened, it's not a violation of the law of nature that the two people be there. But nonetheless, it is a marvel. Now, that's one kind of event that people have said when they're talking about the biblical miracles, they're talking about some of these things marvels. And I'll explain a little bit more. I just want to first explain the distinction. Then, by contrast, we talk about miracles. That is, God causes something to happen by supernatural means. That is, there's a violation of the law of nature. Now, to defend religious experience, that is, to defend the rationality of belief based on the religious experience of miraculous events, some people have argued that miracles are not, as David Hume's objection requires that they be, violations of the laws of nature. But what are they? That is, it's a question of things lining up. That is, God's lining things up in such a way that something occurred to save somebody's life at a particular time. So the response to Hume's objection is the miracles that we're talking about are not violations of laws of nature, but rather they are marvels. That is, they are interesting coincidences that happen. So let's take a look at least a few of them. I'm not going to do it for all of our examples. A vision appearing in a bush which burns but's not consumed by fire. There's something going on. It's not a violation of the law of nature, but it's a vision. Somebody has a dream, perhaps, at an appropriate time. They're in the wilderness. They somehow fall asleep and they have this vision, and that's how God is communicating. Turning water into wine, people will say it didn't literally become wine, rather it had the effect of wine. Or alternatively, they thought it was water, but it was really red wine. Feeding many people with few fish, and loaves of bread. Same thing. That is, it was not a miracle, but rather there was just enough food around to feed the people who were there. Now here's the one where people really like to talk about marvels and revelation. Parting of the Red Sea in the Old Testament. If you read the account in the Old Testament, they talk about the wind blowing all night and all day, parting the sea. It's a natural state of affairs. What made it a marvel, that kind of, quote, miracle, is that Moses and the children of Israel happened to be in the right place at the right time. They crossed, the wind died down as the Egyptians chased them. The sea went back to its normal state because the wind uh, was no longer blowing. Mohammed's night journey to the farthest mosque, which some say is Jerusalem, or the standard belief among in Islam is that when they're talking about the farthest mosque, they're talking about going to Jerusalem. How did he go at night? Was it an actual journey? Was it a revel? Was it a dream? God, that is, he has a dream at the appropriate time. I mean, at least people will retreat and try to explain, try to respond to Hume's objection is that the miracles that we're talking about and the revelations, the messages that God sends, it's not a suspension of the law of nature, but rather it's convenient timing that these natural events happen just at the right time to send the right message. Now, the question, are they marvels or are they miracles? That's a question that I'm going to leave to you to figure out. Is Hume right? Number one, if he's right, is it never reasonable to believe that there are miracles, suspension of laws of nature ever come? Can all of these miracles be accounted for as being marvels? And then, are the marvels really God revealing himself?